All right, we're looking at the default screen, and this tutorial is about creating a drum part. And Ableton makes this fairly simple. Drums have been selected here. I'm going to pick the 808 because I particularly like the clap on this. This was a landmark. So I'm going to drag this over to MIDI 1. And I'm going to double click on, remember these are clips, all these. And now what I can do, I want to make sure that I set my quantize. That's here. And I'm going to make, actually, eighth note is what I meant to do. Those T's, of course, have to do with triplet rhythms. And this way I have the grid in place. So all you have to do is find the appropriate percussion element that you want to use. Click on this so you hear them, and then double click at the appropriate spot. So I'm going to lay 4 on the floor of the kick drum, the bass drum. And I'm going to lay the snare in on 2 and 4, the backbeats. I'm just double clicking. I'm going to lay the clap in on the backbeats. Going to do the closed hi-hat on the eighth notes. And on the very last eighth note, I'm going to come up here to the open hi-hat for that very special sound. Now I hit the play button. Okay, so we've got a very basic beat. That didn't take very long. Now, going to go to this. Now, when they are triangles, that is the classic icon for play. But I also want to show you how to create a drum part where you record in using the computer keyboard part. So here, I want to make sure that I set my count in for 2 bars. That gives me a chance to get ready. The 2 keys I'm going to hit are the A key, that'll trigger the kick drum, and S. So let me okay. So it's too high an octave, so I need to hit the Z key and drop that down. I'm going to scrap all of that for now. But okay, I hit the Z key, it dropped it. Now those 2 pitches were triggered C's and D's for the kick drum and snare, but not in the number 3 octave. Now I'm in the number 2 octave, and those 2 trigger kunga mid and kunga high. Kungas aren't so hot on this particular drum machine. Be able to see the kick. Now I hit the Z key again, and now I should be able to. Now this is a little bit of an experiment. The re-recording, actually going to a fresh track, I'm gonna throw that one away. It is now changed to the play, so I'm going to start a new one, and hopefully everything's in the right octave. Let me get this back, and here we go. Okay, now some of these are tardy, and so I'm going to now do the quantize. Well, actually, I think that went to the other track. So let's look at this one again and grab all of those and then come over here. Let's make sure, let's do this to quarter notes and see how those are all selected. The hotkey was Command U. Yeah, it looks like everything needs to be moved. And I just bumped them using the arrow key. Bumped them. And let's see if, looks like measure 2's got an extra gap in it. So let me fix that before embarrassing myself. All right, that should sound like 2 measures of just kick and snare using the A key and the S key. Now, unless you're really, let's say, a marvelous pianist and can have a couple of other fingers doing another line independently, I would suggest doing the 2-finger approach, where one finger I played the kick drum, another finger I played the snare, and then I could go to open up another one of these clips and make sure that I have my pitches figured out. For example, if I wanted to do hi-hat, find where that is. Okay, there's clave, getting close. There it is. So if I wanted to lay in the hi-hat, I would just hit the T key, and if I wanted to do splash the open here, and all right, so let's see if I can lay that on top here. Well, to be safe, what did I say? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe and go to another clip and hit the record button. Okay, so that's a little crazy. I'm going to want to set the quantizing to 8th note, otherwise it'll be completely unrecognizable. And grab those and let's see how much fixing I've got to do. Quantize. All right, that didn't do too much. Let's see here. I'm going to have to move quite a few of these around. Just getting them moved to the proper grid point. All right, it's not going to be great. Okay, it's a little more intricate than I imagined I'd be doing. So at this point, I'm going to now grab all of this and copy it and go into this one where I laid down that very and get to the right on the downbeat here. And let's see what this sounds like together. Okay, well, it's just above mediocre. All right, you get the idea here. Thank you.